You know that kind of poverty where your slippers have more patches than original rubber? Where light coming back after NEPA takes it for 3 days feels like Christmas morning. That was my life. My name is Chinedu Okafor, and I grew up in Ajiganal, Lagos, the jungle, as we called it. Our room, in the Face Me, I Face You, was so small that when my mama spread her wrapper to sleep, it touched all 4 walls. 7 of us, mama, papa, my 4 siblings, and me, packed like sardines in a tin. The ceiling was so low papa couldn't stand straight. And the zinc roof? When rain fell, it was like 1,000 angry jam drums playing directly inside your head. We couldn't hear each other talk. We just sat there, watching water drip through the holes, strategically placing our only 3 buckets to catch the leaks. Every morning, I woke up at 4:30 a.m. Not because I was disciplined. No, because if you didn't wake up that early to join the queue at the only borehole in our street, you wouldn't fetch water before school. And that queue? It was a survival competition. Old women would beat you with their walking sticks if you tried to cut the line. I remember one morning, I fell asleep standing in that queue. I was so tired from hawking pure water the previous night that my body just shut down. When I jerked awake, I lost my position, and Mama gave me serious beating when I came home with empty jerry cans. School? I attended community primary school, Ajiganal. The classrooms had no windows, just rectangular holes in the concrete walls. When it rained, we all had to squeeze to one side of the class to avoid getting soaked. Our uniforms were passed down through generations. I wore my elder brother's uniform, which was my cousin's before him, which was someone else's before that. The shirt had turned from white to a permanent shade of gray-brown, and the collar was so worn out it was just threads holding on for dear life. My school sandals, those black Charlie Wada slippers, had seen better days before I was even born. The sole had separated from the top, so I used rubber bands to hold them together. Every step I took made a flap-flap sound. Other children mocked me, calling me frog-legged Chinedu because of the sound. But you know what? I didn't have time for shame. Shame is a luxury for people who have options. Breakfast was contentious in our house. Most mornings, there was no breakfast. If we were lucky, Mama would make OG pap, and we'd share it in one big bowl, all 6 children drinking from the same container. The OG was so watery, you could see your reflection in it. Sometimes, just sometimes, there'd be 1 cube of sugar to share. We'd break it into tiny pieces, and each person would get their ration. I learned to let mine dissolve slowly on my tongue, to make the sweetness last longer. Lunch at school was another story entirely. While the rich children from other areas opened their food flasks, jollof rice, fried plantain, chicken, I would smell it from across the classroom, and my stomach would growl so loudly, it announced my hunger to everyone. I became an expert at drinking water to feel full. The school tap became my best friend. Cold water, warm water, I didn't care. It filled the emptiness, even if just for 30 minutes. After school, while other children went home to rest and do homework, I went straight to Boundary Market to hawk pure water. My younger